Warning. The views and opinions represented in the Child Star radio show may not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of anyone. All characters and events in this show, even those based on real people or places, are entirely, completely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language, and due to its content, it should not be enjoyed by anyone. Void where prohibited by law. Keep away from pets and small children. Please discontinue use if you experience nausea, dry mouth, wet mouth, involuntary leg spasms, voluntary arm spasms, tremors, dilated pupils, hair loss, boner loss, priapism, rectal bleeding, oily discharge, or schizophrenia.
You have been warned.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
The supercharged, turbo deluxe, nitrous infused Child Star Show. Only
Available as a podcast.
Welcome to the Child Star Show for Friday, May 13th, 2011. That's right, Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees is coming to chop your ass to bits.
Episode number 8.
Friday the 13th, 2011, May, show 8. In the studio with Peter.
What up?
Tom.
Hardcore.
Summer.
What's up?
How's everybody feeling?
Right on. Good. It's a nice day out.
Nice day.
Yes, I brought the sun with me.
Busting some rocks.
Rock busting. Fun.
Summer always brings the sun.
Oh.
No, not you.
No, you did mean me.
Everybody have good levels?
I think so.
I like my level. Well, where am I? Yeah.
Oh, you're
yeah. I'm faux.
I can't see.
That's good.
Hello?
As long as we're not going to get much louder.
I think everything's kosher.
Like pickles.
What's the difference between kosher and dill? Does anybody know?
Kosher is prepared or is blessed by a rabbi and prepared in a certain manner that is congruent with Jewish customs.
I'm not sure.
Back in the day, like when Judaism, like all the rules were established for kosherness or whatever, like they thought when you got sick that like the demons came. You know what I mean? It's like evil spirits or whatever. And they noticed that, like, okay, if you store like dairy with meat and stuff,
You'll die.
and you eat it afterwards, you get all sick. So they would make that a kosher rule that you can't store meat with cheeses and blah blah blah.
Like,
And
isn't it something about like eating off broken plates?
yeah,
Contrary to popular misconception, rabbis do not bless food to make it kosher.
Well, I want it blessed.
There are blessings that observant Jews recite over food before eating it, but the blessings have nothing to do with it. It's just how it's prepared, is what they're saying here on the Judaism 101 site. Jewfact.org.
No shit.
Jewfact.org. I'm not making that up. It's jewfact.org.
Make sure you bookmark
I
that.
think like
No.
animals
Okay.
have to die standing up.
I'll never come here again, probably.
They have
Is
to,
that
like,
what it is?
bleed to death standing up. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Here's the details. Forbidden
That's
animals,
horrible.
kosher slaughtering, draining of blood. Here we go.
well, it's partly right anyway.
You can't eat them if they die of natural causes. I'm hearing a lot of noises. Plain. Something about painless. Oh, the method of slaughter: deep stroke across the throat with a perfectly sharp blade with no nicks or unevenness.
That's awful.
This method is painless, causes unconsciousness within 2 seconds, and is widely recognized as the most humane method of slaughter possible. That's how I usually kill. Never mind.
That's horrible.
Are you a vegan?
No.
No.
I am borderline
Someone's mowing.
vegetarian though. Do you want me to go out and kick his butt? Oh,
Go, just ping him with a BB gun.
Take the AK out and just run after.
Terrible timing. I mean, he sees the cars here. He knows stuff's going down.
He's like, I don't hear music. They're not recording.
they're not having a jam session.
They don't have a radio show or anything.
People are so inconsiderate.
Sciatic nerve and its adjoining blood vessels may not be eaten.
Yeah, I want me a big old chunk of nerve.
Yeah.
You beer batter that nerve for me.
Just gnawing the end of the spinal cord. So I was a vegetarian for like a day and a half, and then I realized that you can't be like the boss went to
Hardcore.
Arby's
Right
for
on.
lunch, and even their salads had cheese put on them in the morning. So I was trying to be the no kind of anything,
Right.
whatever.
Vegan.
I think that's the vegan, yeah.
It's like nuts and berries and
Yeah,
vegetable matter.
bad idea.
I don't think you gave yourself long enough to determine.
Well, I would have had to like plan my day better, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, to be able to like
Put more
I didn't
thought
have the
into what
money.
you eat.
You think it would be
to
expensive?
be able to like eat
Yeah.
healthy as a
Yeah.
vegan, you'd have to spend like crazy amounts of money on getting weird berries and nuts, to make up
Protein.
the vitamins. And
Yeah,
Tofu
beans.
and
Lots of beans.
That's other stuff. I don't even like any kind of beans.
Yeah.
I like green beans now, I guess.
like every time I've ever been at like some kind of wedding function or whatever, and there was a vegetarian or vegan, and the direct wedding party to where they had to kind of cater the menu towards them. Dude, everything I ate was like nasty, man. It's always got walnuts or some kind of
yeah.
soy
You know, like walnuts.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
you would never be down with a slice of tofurkey?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I would be either.
Isn't it shaped like a turkey? With
Yeah,
like
I think they molded into it. Yeah.
I think I would vomit before it like made it to my mouth.
Ugh, she said.
I've had vegetarian hot dogs and stuff that are pretty good.
Really?
Even the burgers aren't
A
bad.
veggie
I
burger,
mean, if you're
yeah.
not,
I've heard those are pretty decent.
It's not meat, but it's like a decent hot sandwich,
Right, right.
It's
No, my
edible.
sister eats veggie burgers a lot.
Hot cool.
Right on. Mad Libs. Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Dear Peter, thank you for your email regarding your Chubby Shitstack account. Right now, I expressly want to inform you that I've received your inquiry about the unauthorized charges on your account. We have begun looking into this dog catcher and will slick to you shortly to respond to your questions. Based upon our pooping, we will make any extra means to your account and include them on your monthly repressing statement. We need you to contact our customer intimate operations department unappreciatively at 1-641-715-3900 for oblong response to your inquiry. If you have additional questions regarding your Chubby Shitstack transactions, please email us at www.shitstackmemberservices.com or call us toll-free number at 1-641-715-3900. Happily, Blue Shitstack Member Service Fascinating Support.
Mad Libs. Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
How's the football situation?
We lost our last game, but barely. We were kicking their asses, but we got screwed. I got a concussion though. That's pretty fun.
Oh,
Like, I was pretty much knocked out, I think, for like 2 seconds.
you don't have black eyes like guys with concussions.
I do have one busted blood vessel under my eye. I thought it was dirt. I'm like trying to rub it off yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's like a bruise. Got kneed kind of in the side back of my head.
That was the breathing noise signal.
Oh,
I thought it was
International.
Hitler. Dude, grow mustache
I
signal.
gave Butters a Hitler. Oh my gosh.
Are you serious?
They just like turned up the throttle.
Let's just mow right by the house. Good thing it's summer.
Good thing it's summer.
Could play guess what lawnmower that is.
Guess what?
That's a John Deere.
You have a caller.
641-715-3900 extension 147-370 pound.
Ha! That's what I was gonna say.
No, you weren't.
No, it really was, but I just didn't.
What's Huzzle? What is
Yeah, what?
Huzza? What was that you said the other day?
Huzzah! I don't know.
What?
It's an exclamation.
A huzzle?
Huzzah!
Was
it Huzzah?
Huzzah? I couldn't remember something.
Huzzah! Exclamation point.
Huh.
I saw my Scottish friend say it,
Really?
so it sounded like a good idea.
Oh, right on.
Cool.
Right on.
Right on.
No, it's I looked it up to make sure.
Oh, it really
It's just an exclamation. Yeah.
Huh.
It was popular in like the olden days. I think like 1800s.
Oh, it's old time.
Yeah,
right on.
Kind of like how Spanish people say oof.
they do.
They go oof. Somebody says like something stupid or something.
Grow a mustache now. Where are you going?
Hello. Hey, that's kind of better.
Wow.
because I can't breathe through my nose.
So, how's everybody doing tonight?
That's how I sound.
So, what?
I sound like that. Don't make fun.
Can you do any impressions, Summer?
What do you got?
Let's hear your Don Knotts.
It's not funny. I used to watch that show all the time now.
We talked about it.
When did you talk about it?
Episode 4.
You remember?
Really?
Like that? You can.
Do you guys remember talking about it?
What, the Welcome to Mayberry show?
No. What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about Three's Company. Or are you
No,
talking about
no.
Andy
I was
Griffith's
thinking. I was talking. I watched also the Three's Company, but I was talking about Andy Griffith.
show?
Yeah.
I used to watch that.
Aunt Bay, get in here.
And Opie, like
I
Dopey.
can't do it. It'll make my head hurt.
Get in here, you old bitch.
Tom does the best Don Knotts impression.
I can't get too excited though, because it'll literally hurt.
Oh, you started talking about football situation and the concussion.
Yeah, I got kneed in the head by a very large black man running as fast as he could.
That'll do it every time.
Everything went white for like 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Now, how about the other end of the soap opera part of the football? Like, how's the... Oh. Did you just get louder yet? You like...
He
third
turned on the
time?
leaf blower too. He's like, hold on, I got more machinery I can start up.
I'm gonna
Look
line
at
it
the
up.
bobcat.
He's lining up across the street.
It's just like, I just want to see all my things run in the driveway.
Is that the neighbor that doesn't like you?
No, I think that's the good one. He just has to mow his lawn every day because we're in a competition, I guess. Unwritten competition.
It's like, I bet I can get them lines more
He's
parallel.
pissed off that your lawn looks nice.
Yeah.
He thinks he has more torque.
That always
Or
comes down to the
something.
torque.
No, I mean, has anybody tracked down that guy that everyone's after?
No. Well, yeah, he did try to talk to me the other day, but I ignored him.
Did everyone unfriend him
I think so.
on FB?
Yeah.
Who are you talking
I'm still
about?
friends about
I'm
him.
blocking you tonight, Summer.
All right.
Can't take it anymore.
Tom was on a football team, and the owner-manager guy stole everybody's money and didn't pay the
Oh, that's
fees.
right.
You were
Right.
here.
Yeah, I was here. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's still hiding.
Still in hiding.
Didn't pay his
That
money.
guy,
Didn't pay your money.
the quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
He invested all that money. Probably he's sitting pretty somewhere in a mansion on a hill, laughing at y'all.
Embezzlement is cool.
Yeah. Actually, I believe it was misuse of funds.
Yeah, embezzlement's like sneaky and they don't find out for years. This was like,
That's
hey,
just
y'all, I
skimming.
spent your money.
Yeah.
Oh,
I took
he
all
was
of it.
out and out
Yeah, that's
about
just
it. He-
thievery.
He just accidentally kind of
Yeah.
spent it or something. I'm so broke, I gotta make this payment. And
I spent it
was all
on
that.
nothing to do with the team.
Yeah. I'm just speculating.
In what time frame are we looking at here?
3 days.
Over a couple months. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it for a while. Because, I mean, he's been collecting money for a while. You know,
Oh.
Since, like, October. Since the tryouts. Hardcore.
Right on.
Fuck me gently with the chainsaw.
That's right, they're saying my name. But I put your knife straight to the game. When the crowd began to cheer, I sliced it from ear to ear. Then the blood began to flow. It's a little sick, I know. Just pretend it's all a
Chainsaw Fucker by WCP, slated for release this summer on the Chrome CD. Learn more at wastefulsconsumptionpatterns.com.
IntoleranceRecords.com for all your music needs.
But the new team's all
We're doing good. Like I said,
united.
we should have killed those guys, but they were a huge team. They had like 60 guys. We had hardly any. I played seriously like the whole time. And I got the concussion probably in the first 5 minutes. It was fun.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Got playing out.
Well, it didn't hurt until I stopped.
Good thing we have background music. People probably won't even hear all this breathing and lawn mowing.
This is Mike. Can I switch mics?
It's like 10 at night. No, I was talking
I
about my
think
own
I'm breathing too. I'll try not to.
Listen to this. See, that shouldn't make noise. That's just like moving my legs.
Yeah, I'm noisy over here too.
I heard a bracelet, but
sorry.
it only happened once.
It's too noisy.
I can't take it. So, Summer, anything interesting happening in your week?
Not really. I'm just trying to get over being sick, you know? It's really bringing me down.
You sound a little less sick this time, I think.
You don't want to hear what I was doing like a couple hours ago in my car.
Getting ready for your...
I was blowing my nose going down the road, and it just would not stop. And like I was running out of, I only had like a napkin, and I was running out of room in it. And
You reached capacity.
it was so nasty too. And then all of a sudden I look in the mirror, okay, and there's this string hanging out of my nose, and I literally had to grab it with my hand and pull it down
Awesome.
as I was driving.
How long did it end up being?
Oh, it was never ending, and it was really
Felt like your brain was coming out. You're like,
yeah, it felt like
It's like
it
those
too.
magicians who pull out a bunch of handkerchiefs.
That's exactly
Not your nose.
exactly what it was. It was. It's ridiculous if you think about it, but that's really what happened. It's disgusting. But
Well, I'm glad you're doing better.
thanks.
That's all right.
good job.
I got it out. I do feel less congested. I'm trying to get over it. That was my week.
What about you, Pete? How was your week? Anything exciting, interesting?
It's alright, you know. Same old, same old. Played a little music, did some jamming.
Nice. It's always good. Yeah, we haven't had much time to do that lately.
Damn it.
Around these parts.
Yeah, this show is pretty, you know, demanding.
Yeah. You think our... Just kidding.
Keep thinking of dogs running by.
I just got the death stare.
I was
Funny.
You think some of our sponsors would realize how demanding this is and how we put our lives on hold and put all our energy and focus into this. And not
Yeah,
you.
kick some change.
Right.
More sponsors, I'm saying.
Sure.
Oh, I wish I was unemployed so I had as much free time to do anything I want with all my...
Whoa.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell? And then I was like, for your
It's time
information...
you kids grow up.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, for your information, everyone involved in the show has full-time jobs.
No shit.
But we work around it, you know, like... It's called prioritization.
See.
What do you think about that?
So she was referring that you were unemployed?
I think everyone
All of us.
that could come on a Monday at 3 o'clock, we must all be unemployed. That was just her assumption because she doesn't know details or wants to assume things like it. You know.
It's not like it can always happen, you know. Sometimes
Oh, I know.
people's schedules don't work out. You just can't do the show. But
And that's what I said to him. I said, I don't know your schedule, but if you happen to be free at this time, this is when we're going to record. I think you'd do better in a group and by yourself.
And then it turned into a person.
Yeah, totally. I guess she's envious because we've never invited her to be on the show.
Did she want to be on the show?
She must.
Do you guys know each other?
I've never met her.
No. So she's judging.
Judging from afar, it's easier to do it that way. And if you never try, then you'll never fail. So that's what she's looking for.
I still say that she
Right.
took a
Great
joke
at
out of
failing.
context.
What, Pete?
I still say that she took a joke out of context, and that's why.
Oh, and unemployed. You think?
Yeah, she probably don't want to do the show. I don't know. That's just an observation.
Not sure. I'm not part of this.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, no, I think it's all your fault, actually.
My fault. Well, I've been lucky to be here. I think it's fun, and I've had a chance to rearrange my schedule a couple times.
yeah, we're glad to have you.
It's different having a girl.
My mom said we need to get a girl. Bam, we got a girl. Take that, Mom.
Here she is.
Yeah.
Your mom is.
Shout out to Bonnie.
She's smart.
What?
She knows what's up.
We had a good Mother's Day Fridays.
On a Sunday?
I was gonna ask you how your Mother's Day went.
Good. My dog didn't buy me
Well, you're the dad, so
I'm
come
the mother
Father's Day in
and the dad.
June, look out for
He wears a skirt
phone.
over his pants.
anything. I'm half woman, half man for your information.
What'd you eat?
I have both.
Summertime! 2011 mowing season is here. If you're looking for an honest, trustworthy, reliable company, then call me, George, at Lawns by George.
You love your Lawns by George.
And here's a partial list of services.
Spring cleanup, lawn mowing, yard maintenance, mulching, retaining walls, patios, stone walkways, and so much more.
Find us on Facebook. Call now for your free estimate. 330-936-5750 or email lawnsbygeorge@yahoo.com. Again, that's 330-936-5750.
You love your Lawns by George.
Mad
Libs.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
FCS Infinity Housing Tech. FCS Infinity Housing Technologies. Fall, the selection and management of sexy shit stacks. Lighting and indoor temperature as importance control. Evaluation of housing types, storage, skunk, zoning, and successful regulations. White-tailed deer conservation, electricity, plumbing, sheep, and refrigerations as they relate to operation and pumped systems. something like 3,000 credit hours, -2 lecture hours, levels, physical, schedule types, lecture, College of Washers College, family of strap-on science departments, course attributes, physical tuition. I mean, what the fuck is that? Did somebody just seriously like remove words to flipped open a manual in a book and was like, I'll replace the words with some words. That's Mad Libbing, right?
Instead of water, let's just some other kind of liquid.
The selection of management of sexy shit stacks, lighting and indoor temperature of importance controls, evaluation of deer licking cum.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Do you?
Okay. I have both.
I was wondering.
I'm doing myself right now.
What'd you have at Fridays?
I had something. I guess they have a new menu. It's chicken and cheese sizzler or something.
Oh,
It's
the
got some
Sizzlers,
onions and
yeah.
some green peppers up in it. Smothered cheese. I had some leftovers. I was actually all ate for the whole day. Leftovers. We got there right at opening, 11 a.m. No line. Fresh, clean kitchen.
I had a good Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Good, what'd you
Nobody
do?
cares. I hung out with my girls and went for a walk around the lake.
Cool.
It was very cool. It was a nice day outside.
Lake Erie.
No, silly. Nope. Little lake across the street from my house. We go there often. Lake Erie, yes.
Now we know where she is. Now we know where she is. Now we know where she is. Get her.
You know, one guy was here and he was like, so my son blank, and then he stops himself, he goes, let me start over. So my son, and went to the, he purposely didn't want to say his kid's name, I noticed.
Yeah.
Did he follow it up with his social security number?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that was my day. It was really nice. I love this sun, this warm weather we've been having.
It's nice for a change.
Mm-hmm. It is. What about you guys? What did you do yesterday?
I slept till like 11. Then I laid on the couch till probably 2.
When did you have this bad dream that you were talking about?
Oh, it was last night.
Was it last night?
Last night. Okay, I guess I'll get into that. So I'm at like this weird like old world inn in like Romania or something. And I'm down in the basement, and all of a sudden a knife fight breaks out with a bunch of gypsies. It's me and a bunch of gypsies in a knife fight. And yeah, I must have been, and not like a regular knife fight, like throwing knives. So there's like 12 people in this little room, like chucking knives at each other. And some little old gypsy lady comes and like gets me and like takes me out through this weird back passageway that took us out onto the rocks by the coastline. So I don't know where we were, but it was like really weird. I like woke up at that point, and I'm like, holy crap, I need to remember that. That was a crazy ass dream. But like this knife fight was like ridiculously long. It seemed like for an hour we're like sitting there chucking knives at each other.
Wow.
They're all wearing like, you know, like old fashioned clothing and like vests and stuff, you know, like, you know, gypsy garb.
So what happened to you in the dream?
Nothing really, because I woke up after the old lady got me out, but it's weird. We had to go through all these weird passageways and stuff. Or no, it wasn't an old lady. It was a pregnant lady who came down. I was hiding behind this box, and this pregnant lady came down in the basement to smoke a cigarette. That's exactly what it was. And I was like, hey, how do I get out of here? And she, like, took me out through the back way. Something weird just happened in my headphones.
Really?
Yeah. It sounds like they're panning. I'm only in my left side now.
What about you, Pete? How was your day yesterday? I'm sorry, were you done with your dream?
Yeah, that was it. It wasn't really long.
That's a good one.
Odd.
Yeah. Glad you got out okay.
Yeah. Unscathed. Gypsies can't stop me.
I hit some concrete with the sledgehammer yesterday, and then played this game Portal 2. Pretty slick. It's fun. And then had dinner over at my parents' house. My brother brought his kids over, and we had fillets. And then Tom told me how to make a wine mushroom sauce. It's really good.
Nice.
Good for something.
Oh, dude, it was the best meal I'd had, like, probably all year long. It was awesome.
Lot cool.
So that game, I've been hearing stuff about it.
Oh, it's fun.
Did you guys play the first one?
No. I want to now. I want to rent it. It's like I solved. Beat it, whatever. Portal 2.
It doesn't sound like a very long game.
No, well, I played it pretty steady. But other people said it's not very long, so it's probably not very long.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, though. There's some parts that stump you for a little bit. You know, you got to try all these different combinations. It's kind of like a puzzle /
Yeah.
adventure. In the campaign mode, you're a girl.
Really?
And in the 2-player mode, you're a robot.
Like, what's the storyline?
You're being tested at, like, test facilities, and there's this robot testing you, building all this crap for you.
Huh.
I guess. And you have the portal, and teleportation portal device. You have to put one, like the one you're going to go in, and the one you're going to end up out of in 2 different places, and you walk through and you come out the other place. But you can't put Stargate. Yeah. A Foggate. But you can't put it anywhere. It has to be like a teleportation conductive surface to accept it.
It's probably pretty hard to explain.
Yeah.
Probably just gotta play the game.
One sentence.
That's Pete's explanation. I like that. It's probably just a little too hard to put it into words. Let's move on.
I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like big booty banging girl, come here. She's like beat it like a drum daddy, oh yeah. I'm like diddy dum dum dum. She's like oh here it come. And that thing is so beautiful and thick, y'all. I'm like oh my goodness grabbing on my dick, y'all. She's like oh my goodness grabbing on my dick, y'all. I'm like get it to the titty top. She's like get a little licky drop. She ain't never being picky with the cock. All she wanna do is make me hit it till it pop. Her hips ticking, looking like a clock. Oh my God, man, I'm telling you, we do deserve this. She pulled me in until I bumped into her cervix. I got my drink into the club, feeling swervish. Got the chick spinning in the club, looking dervish. Other babes sitting on the side, looking devilish. But her booty still shake around like a jellyfish. I mean, that thing's got its own kind of motion. Got me mesmerized like I'm looking at the ocean. It's like wave after wave keep breaking. Walls in the floors in the club keep shaking. Word is born, man, I'm telling you that booty double us. We can ride that motherfucker just like a shuttle bus. Make a nigga feel like a baby getting cuddled up. Had to call my boy Jay, say get the fuck up. Bitch got me against the wall, feel like I'm stuck up. If you can't move with it, then you're getting fucked up. I'm like I'm like looking at this booty, starting to follow it. The way that shit bouncing like hydraulics got me feeling like a tipsy alcoholic. That ass is huge, man, I wonder how she haul it. All this ass in the club, getting sprawled out. Hear the beat banging, bitches coming, getting called out. Made me wanna hit it raw, though, without a fallout. Made me wanna go and rock and roll with my balls out. Rock out with my cock out for the cause now. It's not for taking these bitches to the mall now. That's a number one breaking of the law now. Think I need a drink, so buy it for your boy now. Getting kinda steamy and it's fucking with your visual. Smoke in the air, got me starting thinking lyrical. Way the chicken moving, man, that shit is like a miracle. Looked at me and said, baby boy, you know I'm hearing you. Put my hands on her hip, she's saying that I'm steering you. After leave, I might not see you for a year or two. Go to the after hour, baby. You can feel the power, baby. We could go and chill, baby. We could take a shower, lady. The way you do it, baby, you know it drive me crazy. I'm trying to keep it smooth, I'm trying to keep it swayzy. Feel your titties graze me, the way you smell amaze me. Yeah, I'm feeling kinda shocked like you fucking tase me. Feel a bunch of voltages coming from your multiples. Shape is so beautiful, like somebody sculpted you. Listen to the way the shades and folds I bring the vocals through. The end of the night and you loving how I'm coasting you. I'm like
Yeah, by Duma Love from Corey Volume 1, available at Amazon, iTunes, Intolerance Records and other fine retailers.
What about Orange Box? Half-Life.
Never played.
Me neither. Someone said those were like all based on the same
like puzzle strategy.
No, I haven't played those. Sounds cool though.
WCP made a song for the Half-Life game. Be fun to play it and hear it in the song. Actually, it's not made specifically for that. They chose one off of the first CD from '99.
Do you have a clip?
Every single time.
No clip?
Roll it clip.
Did you guys take your shirts off when you're doing that? Get a little sun?
No.
Why not?
It's still a little cold out, I think.
I was sweating.
I saw a guy walking in downtown Canton today with no shirt.
Well, that's downtown Canton.
Was that?
Is he homeless?
No.
He just couldn't find his tap-out shirt before he left the house.
Ooh.
You see some odd folks like walking around downtown Canton.
In Cleveland, Akron, yeah.
Yeah, the world.
Yeah, but you almost expect to see it in like Cleveland or Akron, but you know Canton's pretty small.
Right.
But there's a large amount of like weird people. How small it is.
I think Canton's pretty bad.
Yeah, there's
Well, didn't they have
there's some
like
pretty greasy spots.
some time ago they had an asylum that shut down basically, so all of the patients who were in it kind of just were let onto the streets. I heard some patients that were some home.
I'm surprised that they would just let them off into the general public. You know, I would think they'd like try to ship them off to other facilities or.
Yeah, I think maybe they did that for some of them, but there were a few that kind of maybe slipped through the cracks, and they weren't like really dangerous cases to begin with or something. So
Yeah, that's kind of weird too. Like, I think they can kind of trick you into being there. Like, you just had someone who's like depressed, went through a bad time, and then they're like trapped in some kind of freaking institution.
oh, it would be horrible.
Like that movie with Jack Nicholson.
Do you think that you
One Floor of the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah,
Good movie.
I think in order to survive being in one of those places, you'd have to like shut your mind off and like put it in its own little world and just shut everything on the outside. Keep it all out.
That's what I did for 16 years. Just kidding.
Yeah, you've never done time, have you?
Only in the insane asylum.
On the 6th floor.
13th floor.
North or southwest?
That's it. What are we talking about?
Oh no.
You guys lost me.
I have brain damage.
Trail's blocked. It's almost time for a bonfire.
Yeah.
Gotta get the chainsaw out and clear the trail a little bit. Child Star Show bonfire.
I don't believe that chainsaw exists. I looked for it. It's not.
I found it.
Oh, where was it?
It's on the bottom shelf up against the far wall. And I think there was a bag or two of fertilizer, like yard weed and feed stuff in front of it, so you would have to move it to see it.
Well, that's a horrible place for a chainsaw.
Stop breathing over there.
I will die.
Is it him or is it me?
I think I need to just keep it. Well, no, it doesn't need to be farther away. I just need to keep it lower, further away from my nose.
I'm breathing too. I can't help it.
Yeah, it's kind of necessary.
Right.
Try to hold my breath or inward talk only. So you guys had a good day.
I held my breath for 3 minutes one time.
3.
Yeah, and I started like passing out.
Speaking of passing out, can't you pass us all out here?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can knock all y'all out.
Nice.
Not at the same time.
That'd
That's
be cool
easy.
if you had that.
Choke.
No, I mean
Sleeper.
all 3 at the same time.
Oh yeah, with like a chi blast, fireball.
Good Spock nerve pinch. Just
Yeah, I don't like knocking people out. It's
Summer
scary.
said she wants you to try it on her.
Oh, I'd feel real bad. She's little.
I'll let you do like
If
a
you started,
sleeper
like,
hold or
flopping, it
something.
scares me.
Yeah, is that what it is? A sleeper hold? Yeah, sure.
Oh no, I don't like doing that to people because you'll die and it'll be on air and then I'll go to jail.
That would be our most
Or you'll
viewed
like have
show.
a stroke or something.
I mean, most listened to show, most downloaded show.
That would be
We have a real
scary. I don't want to go that way. Never mind.
Yeah.
Snuff audio.
Like, what were you doing?
That poor girl.
The radio prank.
You sickos in your autoerotic asphyxiation.
Ever tell you that one joke about the ranchers? They lost like a couple hundred head of cattle, and they had to hire the Indian tracker guy that they found out about at the local bar, and they took him out and like he stopped at a couple spots and like listened and tasted the ground and did all kinds of stuff. And at one time he got down and he held his head to the ground with his ear like right against the ground, and he came back up and he's like, "Cow, come." And the guy, he's like, "He's amazing. He's fucking amazing," you know, saying to his other cowboy buddies. And they're like, "How does he do it? How does he do it?" And they asked him, they're like, "How do you know?" And he's like, "Ear sticky."
Hold your wee for a wee.
What?
Yeah, that killed somebody.
Hold your wee for a wee. It was a radio stunt where you had to
That did,
drink
didn't it?
and not pee. And if you didn't pee, you'd win a wee.
Yep, lady died.
The lady drowned in her own.
Why would you do that?
Oh, wow. That's fucked up.
She wanted it for her kids. That's why.
Is this true?
Yeah, it's true.
Where was this?
Radio station got sued. Texas?
Might have been. Yeah.
I can look it up. Bam.
Google.
Figures it happened in Texas. That's a dumb idea, man.
Screw you, internet. Screw you, Jewfact.org.
I can't believe that you would want a $200 toy that much.
Yeah. Well, back when it happened, like, you couldn't get them. I know I tried for a really long time
California.
to get one, and they were always sold out.
California,
like water intoxication. That's what they're calling it.
Water
she was 28 years old, mother of 3. It was KDND FM. Nintendo console, the person who could avoid urinating or vomiting after drinking a large quantity of water.
Oh, so she died of water toxicity, not
Yeah, it wasn't
holding her urine.
I guess, yeah. But
You know what I
you
mean?
couldn't pee or puke, so.
Well, I know, but like
you diluted her.
I know there was a
blood
bunch of like college kids that died. You know, the sororities were making them chug water. You know,
And milk
they
too, right?
Thought they were doing it like
milk safe.
They thought they were being better. You know, not making them just sit there and chug alcohol. Well, I guess alcohol would have been safer because I guess like you can only drink so much water too. You die.
With alcohol.
It says
Well, you probably just get like drunk and pass out before you drink enough to die of water toxicity.
The complaint includes a number of on-air statements made by radio station personnel, including one DJ who noted that they should have researched water intoxication prior to conducting the contest. That would have been a good idea.
Probably.
Oh, and a nurse called in and said, "Don't do that." And the guy said, "Yeah, they signed a release, so we're not responsible. It's okay."
Captain Hindsight.
Yeah. California. It had to be California.
The dude.
Sad story.
Was the guy like even remotely like remorseful?
Update: $16.5 million verdict.
Wow.
That's my praise, dude.
Well, except that
She's
you're dead.
gone.
Most husbands would give up their wife for $16.5 million. Should I say that on the air?
No.
Oh, there's this, it's a lot of money,
Crossing
man.
a line.
I heard the story earlier. They're talking about this widow at 9/11, and her husband died. Of course, she was a widow, but all these like churches and banks and all this stuff like collect all this money, and she ended up getting like millions in donations and stuff, and she blew through it all in like a couple years. She has like a $500,000 shoe collection and stuff, and somebody was like, you know, kind of ridiculing her about it. She's like, well, that was just blood money, and I didn't want it. I just wanted to get rid of it. I'm like, okay, so you spend it on yourself? Like, those are blood shoes you're wearing. Like, you just give it away.
I think she would have like felt bad that, you know, like, okay, I don't need all this money. I want to like, you know, hook somebody else up.
She
I
got
could buy
greedy.
more shoes than I could ever wear in my life. Thank God, it'd be some expensive shoes.
Man, I have a hard time finding even like one pair of shoes that I like and would want to buy at a store, you know.
That's what guys are, I think, generally, right?
I have a collection.
Do you? I'm not really believing this.
Of Air Force Ones? No, I really do.
I have a lot of shoes, but I'm not that bad.
I have a lot of.
Don't ever wear 'em.
I have a lot of boots.
One day a year.
2 pairs of shoes.
You have a lot of boots, you say? I don't have too many boots, but I have mostly like flip-flops and like casual shoes. I don't really have heels because I'm already really pretty tall, so
Yeah.
I don't ever really want to add to that.
I don't like scaring guys.
Right. I'm not that tall. I'm 5'6.5". Yeah, I guess for a girl it is. I just have pretty long legs. Let's just leave it at that, okay? We don't need to talk about my anatomy.
Wait, one more question before we stop talking about your anatomy. Do you have both?
Hey, let me see what this sounds like. It might sound good.
This is Kevy Kev. You should tune in to Child Star Radio every Friday night. It's a great show.
Pull the triggers calm, pull the triggers calm. 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 Crash guitars, two felons emerged as rock stars. Shots fired, influenced by heat. Breathtaking, both retired for life. Reclaimed in this day of long nights. The news media unites to shoot video, the army of two. Bullets ricochet off the armor through the TV screen and onto you. Through the TV screen and onto you. Pull the triggers, call madman was sniped. His co-pilot killed with about 3 mil. Overpowered one time, couldn't do a thing to the bulletproof armor till they caught him in the head. Pull the triggers, call madman was sniped. His co-pilot killed with about 3 mil. Overpowered one time, couldn't do a thing to the bulletproof armor till they caught him in the head. Tombstones with no name inscribed in stone. Penny Watson with the thoughts. Smoke these paper boats, attract these kids for the cutthroat. The last quote, make a dash for the remote. 1,000 flashes, criminal fame. Strikes, this view is vain. My mainframe, store vision. My fists exposed, my knuckles been clenched. Hold upon my pencil, image building. My imagination stretched. One man in a ski mask, police clash. His neck caught a hot one, his heavenly light flashes. Then the lights dim, the sucking gun man spark. Shots fired, death by his own hand. Pull the triggers, call madman was sniped. His co-pilot killed with about 3 mil. Overpowered one time, couldn't do a thing to the bulletproof armor till they caught him in the head. Pull the triggers, call madman was sniped. His co-pilot killed with about 3 mil. Overpowered one time, couldn't do a thing to the bulletproof armor till they caught him in the head. Victims, cop shots, call an ambulance. Declare one's lungs, blood loss. Dizziness brought upon this clever tongue. Among this viewing audience is telly. Structure my mind with images and songs. Media characters in the area, they set fire to the Branch Davidian. Make a Poland crown king of prohibition. First liquidation, bully kids, the last resort annihilation. Their minds abyss, their minds a bottomless pit. This manslaughter sold into the wholesale murder. Click the telly off, then I roll smoke, then I ride in this night of long nights. Roll smoke, then I ride in this night of long nights. Roll smoke, then I ride in this night of long nights. L.A. a robbery. L.A. a robbery. L.A. a robbery. L.A. robbery.
LA Robbery by Wally Boy Wonder from the CD entitled Where's Wally? Find out more at wallyboywonder.com.
IntoleranceRecords.com for all your music needs.
So many people from our class died.
How many people?
A lot. But a lot of them were like after.
Yeah, right after graduation, yeah.
Like car wrecks and, well, I guess they weren't all. It was a lot.
Do you remember, we were just talking about how my uncle was, her answers, and what was her face? She was my Spanish teacher for, I can't think of her name, for 2 years. Yeah, she was from Madrid. And she had that hot temper. And she would scream at us and call us stupid idiots in Spanish. She hated us.
See, I don't know. Miss Elsa like me.
Did she like you?
I had her for like a week my freshman year because I thought I could take Spanish too.
I think. Wait, what was the other Spanish teacher?
Nerps.
Senora.
No, I had the lady with dark hair.
See.
I know who you're talking about.
And I had the later one, Miss Hercules.
I never had her.
She
Was everything lip synced? I mean, dubbed in when she talked?
No.
It's just like the original.
Mrs. Spring was like the happiest.
Do you know how she
lady
died
ever.
though? You know how she died, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
she's
I
picking
didn't
up
know she died.
roses for something for the school, like the school Valentine's Day thing or something, fundraiser.
Wow, I didn't know she died.
That killed her.
Yeah, she died. She was one of those people that died tragically. She was on Portage, right there at Akron before they had that light put in.
Oh yeah.
And she cut some dude off. And the last thing that the eyewitnesses said they saw her do was flick him off. And it was her fault. She cut him off and he plowed into her and she was killed like instantly.
At least she got to get her last word in. I mean, finger.
Digit.
That's a horrible way to go, like having that rage and that be it.
Being all pissed off.
That's how I feel all the time.
Especially when
I wonder
it's
if she
like your
froze
fault.
Like that, you know.
She what?
If
I don't know if she
like that,
froze. It
they,
wasn't
got
like-
her out of the car and she's like,
Open casket.
oh, that's horrible.
Giving everybody the
That
finger.
is
I don't think we can air this because we're talking about like local.
Oh no, the names are getting cut.
Okay, good.
But yeah, it will air in its entirety.
Good.
So yeah, she taught us how to say, like, the first thing she taught us was "Besa me kuya," which is "kiss my ass."
Awesome.
And that's stuck with me for all these years.
Maybe not this part though.
I don't know. She was okay. She really didn't like guys. I think she favored the girls because the girls actually cared
Like Miss.
to listen.
Actually, Mrs. Lauer liked me probably because I wore makeup.
Did you wear eyeliner?
Oh yeah. Not all the time. Lots of nail polish.
Black, of course.
No, all colors.
Really?
Not like horror colors, but like I don't know.
Tom would wear a
various
pink
metallic.
boa sometimes.
No
I'm
boas.
wearing a thong right now.
Polka dots or
Pink.
flowers, stripes.
Yeah. Camouflage.
Let's see. I don't wear
Were
those.
you gonna tell us about yours?
Tom wears a jock strap. No.
Backwards.
Nah, man, compression shorts.
Compression shorts.
Compression shorts. Way to go.
Do you wear? Oh, when you play football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you cover up.
Oh yeah. Oh
Cup.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last game I did. Game before that I didn't, and smashed them bad. I was afraid to PF. Tackled some guy, and I wrapped up around his waist. So of course, his feet were between my legs, and heel right.
Ouch. One of those inflatable ones. You know, if you've seen the movie Dodgeball, Ben Stiller, like he's got a pump on it.
That's a good idea because sometimes you can adjust your support level.
That's funny.
What were we talking about prior to this conversation?
Remember the commercial that said the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought of putting it in your athletic supporter cup and putting it on because that would wake you up. That definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best part.
That'd be a good T-shirt though. The slogan and then
And show of a cup. Yeah.
full of coffee grounds.
Ew.
Yeah, not very like appetizing.
No. My cup's got holes in it though.
That's what I was thinking. You have to.
That might be
plug
counterproductive advertising.
It's not my cup of Joe.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs. Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Chinchillas are huge pets for those that like to own unique pets. Whoa. Who uses that word?
Not very many people.
Oh my god.
Just skip that word.
Fartingly, if you ever drank one, they are actually grapes. One may describe this animal as looking similar to an wistful squirrel with big Adam's apple and having a Central American rattlesnake's body with a large mouse-like Adam's apple and a squirrel clock. They come in several colors, ranging from white to fuchsia velvet, Like squirrels, they eat with their horns and sure are nocturnal. One of the most unique zucchinis of chinchillas is that they bathe in dust or hemp rather than water. The natural habitat of chinchillas is in South America, more depressedly in the corner tables of Argentina, Bolivia, Peru, and Morocco in the striped altitudes of Andes Mountains. They live in crevices between turtles and caves. They are very social and live in colonies of about 3.5 zillion.
Wow.
They live in these groups for added protection. I mean, you can imagine 3.5 zillion.
Yeah.
For added protection. Oh man, I lost my spot. They're 3.5 zillion. They're in groups for added protection from excessive broomsticks, such as owls, foxes, sperm, hawks, and other night broomsticks. Chinchillas have several unfair mechanisms to survive in the Andes regions. First, their light color resembles that of turtles to protect themselves from broomsticks. Second, their clock is stiff and divine.
What's stiff?
Second, their clock is stiff and divine and serves as balance when they jump and make gusty potatoes. Chinchillas also use their hind skins to jump great paper towels. Since their coats are entertaining, it allows for survival in harsh cold weather and tuning of infestation from fleas and other parasites. Their fur is worn into the eyes and elbows of the drink as well, giving them enough time to absorb while their enemies stop to soothe their fur from the surface.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Do you guys drink coffee? I drink coffee almost every day.
Yeah, I do pretty much every day.
I hate
Yeah.
coffee.
Not like all day. I just drink one big ass strong cup in the morning. and
Right.
That's it.
Of regular size.
Yeah. See, my one cup is probably about 3 more cups, but
One day, though, I did have, quite recently actually, I had 2 cups, 2 venti caramel macchiatos in one day, plus 2 other of my 2 regular cups of coffee in the morning. So I was quite wired all day long.
I used to drink.
Now were these
espresso.
Starbucks like $9 coffees?
It was about 12.5. Caramel macchiatos aren't too bad. That's my drink of choice. My sister drinks chai tea with cinnamon.
From Chicago?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy. I think people like
Chi-Town joke.
they spend some crazy money at Starbucks, dude.
Oh yeah, and that shit doesn't cost them anything to make.
No. Coffee's like the cheapest thing.
Can't really be
Cup
that
of
much
coffee
better,
is
especially if
cheap,
you're
I
just
think.
getting like a regular like coffee.
It's all the image, man. It's advertising
I mean, I know they got a cool cup and all.
and
It's
that
the
logo,
mermaid.
the split mermaid.
Oh,
Split
somebody
tail.
was trying to tell me that Starbucks is affiliated with the Illuminati.
Really?
Quite possibly.
The Illuminati.
Yeah, you know, the people that like really run the world and stuff.
Yeah.
The elite.
No.
Not the president.
Starbucks funds global domination, just so you guys know.
Are they Italians?
No, they're people from all over the world.
Well, Illuminati sounds Italian name.
It's, I believe, Greek.
I don't think it's a
For
name.
the enlightened ones.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
I think that's what
Sounds
it means.
right.
The enlightened ones, or the illuminated ones, the enlightened ones.
So is that the same like New World Order list?
Right, yeah. The Masons and the Bilderbergers and all that stuff.
Build-A-Bear? In the mall?
Bilderberg, that's a hotel where they meet.
And if you ask them about it, they're like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, I'll cut you.
I don't know. I know someone who's associated
there's
with
that-
the Freemasons for a minute, and it's really, I think, just like a club to where like you just like you get hooked up with who like the other club members, whatever their business is or whatever, you know, they'll like do business with you, you know, rather than an outsider of the Freemasons. You know what I mean? It's like a way to keep your business going.
It's kind of like the good old boy network.
Yeah. You know.
I'm not going to say too much about it. Because there's
you
a
got
lot.
you got inside info on the
They're
Freemasons.
gonna kill you if you do.
I hear a lot. You know, I do a lot of that research. Like, there's a couple really cool sites that I go to. My hubby knows a lot more about the Illuminati. Like, he could talk to you for hours about it.
So we should get him on the show.
Yeah, if you want to talk about that stuff, no doubt.
Is he down with them, or he?
So he's like an anti-Illuminati.
Right. Right. I think we all should
He
be.
doesn't want to be enlightened, right? Is that what that?
If you're not part of the circle, you hate the circle.
Right.
Like if you were in it, you'd be like, sweet.
You don't want
I
to
run the
be.
world.
You don't want to be a part of it either. A lot of nasty, bad things go on that shouldn't.
But we were saying before that like assholes are the ones who succeed in life. And
We did say that, yes, and I said how that is usually true.
I'm sure the Illuminatis are assholes.
Oh yeah.
Now, do you think
Wait, I
the
didn't say
Freemasons got like that treasure or whatever
Oh, from the movie
from the Templars? Yeah.
with Nicolas Cage.
Well, it's based on some kind of fact. No, there was, because like the Templars were like the first like bank kind of thing, to where you could like exchange these, give gold at one spot or whatever, and they'd give you a token, and you go to another Templar fort or whatever, like overseas or whatever, like far away, and you get your loot.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were like the center of commerce for a lot of years, until the church decided that, you know, they were heretics or whatever. You know, since it was, the main thing was that they didn't let everybody know what they were doing, you know. It was like a secret society. So the church said like no dice, and went to go like seize all their assets and shut down like everybody, and there was like nothing there. Even though they know that they had like all kinds of gold and money and shit, but they didn't find it.
So-
Or they found it and didn't tell nobody because they like
wanted to steal it.
Yeah.
I think it was documents.
Documents, not riches.
Yeah. Knowledge.
Possible.
Knowledge of things.
They were also like raiders of like, you know, the Arab countries.
Of the Lost Ark.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. They like built like a fort in, you know, Jerusalem.
Are you
or
talking about a
whatever.
movie here?
No, I'm talking about historical
Oh my
events.
A lot of
Gosh.
movies based off of it.
Speaking of movies.
Well, yeah, they make movies off because it's a cool story, you know.
Cool subject, man.
And then they twist it around, and you know, it's never
Because
like.
I thought somebody said Nicolas Cage in the beginning, or was I hearing something?
There was a movie that
You might have been hearing something. I don't know.
that
was
brushed
in
on the
Mad Lib.
same subject matter.
Nick Cage.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That was Percent by Sicko from Sickness Volume 3. I just puked in my mouth a little.
as you're probably fully aware already, that Akron, Ohio is the home starting place of AA, right? With Dr. Bob and Bill W. And Bill W. He was an alcoholic. He liked to tip on the brown bottle. But Dr. Bob was a pill popper. But it's not too surprising though that Akron also has a overwhelming population of bars. So it being the beginning place of AA also has a bar on every single corner, which I don't know. I've read some theories, but it also spawned the number of gay people in Akron, which I don't understand. I don't understand the connection.
So if you drink a lot while you're doing it with chicks you meet at bars, chances are the kid is going to be gay.
Well,
because that makes sense.
There's so many bars. How does this work? I'm not sure.
I think it's a mathematical equation.
There's a lot of homos because there's a lot of drunk, horny people. And the drunker they become, they allow themselves to take part in homo activity, I guess. I don't know. I would delete all that. Akron, it's bizarre because you got, it has a gazillion places for rehab and we got drug courts and stuff like that. We got a huge jail full of drug offenses. We've got bars on every fucking corner. We pass out DUIs like they're speeding tickets. It's pretty crazy. Betty Ford. Scrotum.
Betty Ford Clinic. Betty Ford Clinic.
I'm Betty Ford. Check out my strawberry preserves. Betty Ford's strawberry preserves. It's a little bit of alcohol in each of them. Slightly fermented. I'm Betty Ford, and I approve this message. My vagina's gray.
Awaken by Snareburst. From the CD, Beta. Snareburst.com for more information.
Hey, do you guys say blessed or blessed?
I think it depends, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
It has different. If somebody says
Like,
on
you wouldn't
Facebook,
say, I feel blessed.
have a blessed day.
That kind of works.
Someone who is blessed is blessed.
When I was a kid, I remember hearing my dad go, God bless it, when he's mad at something.
I think it's kind of like blessed, that it's just a form of the
like
word.
in the old prayers, it'd be like, blessed.
Blessed
like,
be the-
thou who.
Yeah.
Or
But that would work if you also said blessed be thou, right?
Blessed be thou.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like
I think it's the same thing. I think it doesn't matter. All our priests who are
But
out there
like,
listening right
if
now,
you sneeze,
understand-
if you sneeze, someone would probably say bless you, not blessed you.
Right, right.
You know, that would be almost out of
But
context.
that's the different. That's the different form of the word, though. I
Or-
was saying blessed or blessed,
Oh,
not
no.
bless. Okay, I was just curious.
But like, if you were to say, I feel blessed, I would think that would be proper terminology. And then I feel blessed.
True,
I don't
because
think
it's
would
the way that
work.
you're using the word.
Hey, Summer.
What?
Gyro or Euro?
Euro, all the way.
What was another one the other day? Oh, just like when people like, I don't know, put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want to go to Taco Bell.
Oh, man.
Or
TV. I'm going to go watch the TV.
Hey, do you listen to
I've heard that
Sublime?
Oh,
Do you listen to
Oh,
Sublime?
here's a common
Sublime.
one. They used to say this on Leave It to Beaver. The dad, Ward, would say, the Boy Scouts. They'd say it all weird. Boy Scouts. Like, it was probably like brand new back then, so they were still like figuring out how they're going to say it.
They were putting emphasis on the scouts.
not
the
Yes.
militant
'Cause now they
part
say-
of it. Yeah.
Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts. I don't know. It just sounded weird when he said it.
Definitely.
The TV. I think that I remember who said
Well,
say
the-
that.
I believe the troop leaders call it the Boy Scouts.
Oh, that's horrible. There is something disturbing about like grown adults wearing those fucked up uniforms, the shorts and the like napkin around their like neck.
That napkin neck thing's popular though. Like it's making a big comeback.
I think it's kind of funny that the highest rank, you're called a weeblo.
Yeah.
That's actually not the highest. That's before the Boy Scout. That's
And it's
after Cub
and it's an
Scout.
acronym.
Oh, I know.
What
We be
is it?
loyal scouts. Is what it means.
Yeah.
They're saying, "Oh, you better be loyal."
Oh,
Were any of you Boy Scouts?
I was.
I never was. All my older brothers were. Like, my dad was like one of the scoutmasters, so I was always like tagging along.
You just weren't officially one.
Right. I was pretty little.
I was in it for a
pretty much
couple
got
years
the
when I was
gist of it.
little.
Just a couple years.
I think my stepdad at the time and my mom were like leaders or den leaders or whatever. I think when you're a Cub Scout, your mom can be doing it, but when you're a Boy Scout, it has to be a man.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. A den mother.
I'm Betty Ford. You should come on down to my ranch and pick up some bottles of my preserves. I jar them right here in my own basement using my vagina.
Dog vs. Cat, Shroom Jam, favorite song from the Essential Dog vs. Cat collection on Amazon.com and iTunes.
We had a lot of property when I was little, so they would do a lot of stuff like out in our backyard, you know, but it was really, I don't know, it was like 65 acres or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And only 2 of it was clear, all the rest of it forest.
The deep wilderness.
Perfect for the Boy
Nice.
Scouts. The Boy Scouts.
The river bottoms of Warwick, pretty much. Snakes and turtles.
So I can see why you were tagging along, for
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
They'd build like bridges across like the swamp, and I'd always be like the tester. 'Cause none of them would want to do it. I'm like, I'll do it. I was like 5. I'm like, shit, if he's gonna do it, I'll do it.
Tom was like the kid on the porch from Deliverance, the banjo.
No. I was probably washing a chicken in the wheelbarrow.
So, a movie I wanted to see was, well, there's a couple. Salt with Angelina Jolie. She's pretty hot, and I like her
almost watched that
in most
movie.
movies.
Great movie.
I started
Is
watching
it-
Called Salt.
Yeah, Salt.
What's the premise of the movie?
She apparently, now this is all I've gathered off of Netflix, the little, you know.
Paragraph.
Right.
Synopsis.
Summary.
Who has seen it? I mean, it'd be better
I've
to
seen it.
I haven't seen
tell
it.
us
Isn't
some
she
about
like-
it.
She was like a secret agent or something.
That's
that
correct.
got like turned against her.
Yeah. So then she has to like go through the entire flick, I guess,
She's
trying
like-
to protect herself
Yeah,
and
back and
Kicking
forth,
ass.
double agent.
different identities and whatnot.
Who's the supporting cast?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. I just know that she's the lead.
I've seen it, and whenever I see a movie, I don't remember at all what it's about. I just remember whether it was good or not. So I can really help you guys there.
Well, was it
Like,
good
that's
or
all I
bad?
had to
was
know.
good.
Did I
It was a
enjoy
good
it or
movie.
not?
I enjoyed it. I would probably watch it
It's
again.
important.
Exactly. That,
The
that's what
details.
someone
I've
did.
seen her in other
Consequences.
assassin movies, and you know she played it
She did
pretty
good,
pretty
yeah.
decent. So
She's a good
probably not
actress.
You know, it was believable somewhat.
I'm not real cool what she did to Jennifer Aniston though, because I like Jennifer Aniston and how she kind of, you know, that whole adultery thing with Brad Pitt apparently.
I remember that.
And now they have a herd of children, different ethnicities. Yes.
Didn't they adopt them all?
They did adopt some, and I think they've had 3 biological. I don't know. You know, I don't really follow this stuff. I just
TMZ is on when I'm
the
sleeping.
top of
and
a
it soaks
People
in.
magazine. You know, they catch them, a shot of them as they're boarding their private jet to wherever.
I don't
They're
know. I don't
going-
think you can blame Angelina Jolie for that. I mean, that would have to be on Brad Pitt. I would say he was the one who was in a relationship.
Yeah, but she knew about it too, so that's not real cool.
I'm Betty Ford's vagina.
This was an awesome movie according to 99% of the people, and everyone loves it, and it's critically acclaimed, and I hate it. Lord of the Rings. Can't stand it. I fell asleep every time I try to watch it. It's so boring. I
Have you
like
been
Lord of the Rings.
following it though? Like,
I tried. It's just my mind drifts because it's so boring to me for some reason.
I thought the first one was okay. What is it? It's either the middle one or the last one's boring as shit.
There's Fellowship of the Ring, 2 Towers, and the Return of the King.
There's one that was just.
I
them
knew one of
fucking-
you had to have known that.
It's like the 2 like dwarfs walking, like all
The
fucking
Hobbits.
movie long, like 3 hours. They're walking, haven't got nowhere.
I'm Orville Redenbacher, and I've made preserves for 15 years, and I've never tasted anything quite like Betty Ford's vagina.
I thought I would like it. Like that seems like it's a cool premise for a movie, but it's just put me to sleep.
Yeah, I watched the second one in the theater. That was kind of hard. Luckily, they actually did do an intermission because I needed a cigarette so bad.
How long was it?
It's
Maybe
like
that's
2
why I fell
hours
asleep.
and like 45 minutes.
They are really long movies.
Maybe they should re-edit them, and I'll try watching them again.
There's the like director's cut, and they're all like almost 4 hours long. I think one of them's like over 4 hours long.
No, tell them to put it into like 20 minutes, half hour, and I'll watch that.
I mean, it makes sense because they put like so many months and sometimes years into making those movies that they would have so much footage. I mean, it would kind of be a shame not to put it out there, you know, and share it with people.
I bet if
Just
I
archive
would
it.
have saw the short version, like the half-hour one, and liked it, then I might want to seek out the full length.
I'm Orville Redenbacher, and I've got a corn cob up my butt.
They made Lord of the G-String.
Really?
I'm sure they did.
Shaving Ryan's privates.
I've never seen that at like Hollywood Video when that existed.
You ever go in the back room at Family Video?
No.
It's not real family back there.
They had the red curtain hanging.
It's a door.
You just don't want to be that guy.
And here's the funny thing. They have
And
these...
why would you?
That's horrible.
They have these convex-shaped mirrors so you can see back there. So, like, you see the person, like whatever he's doing, looking at the movies. So it's funny.
He's trying to steal Edward Penis hands.
There's so many things I could say right now.
Why don't you? You're on the radio. That's why you're
man.
here.
Okay, what has to be going on in your mind when you're back in that room and you know that, okay, you're in an establishment called Family Videos. So 9 times out of 10, you might see a little child walking through the aisles.
You walk out and there's like 2 old ladies standing
Or
Pointing
2
at you.
grandmas, right? I mean, the whole family could be there.
And there's like nothing else back there. I mean, that's why you're there. If you walk out of that doorway, they know what you're doing.
I mean, and also the placement of that area, wouldn't you really want to like put it up more towards the front if you were that store owner?
Maybe.
So they could like
Get
quick
perverts
get in
in and
and get
out.
out. Right. So they wouldn't have to bypass the families that are doing it the right way.
Or even just have like a little catalog they can flip through and be like that one. And you know, like, you gotta have a perv room.
A cost list.
There was this
Yeah.
one place right around here called Video Hut. They're closed now. But that was the same way. Like, I was like, oh, video store. I walked in there once, and I'm looking, I was like, wow, this is really small. There's, like, hardly any movies in here. And then I saw a door that said adult or something. I opened it up, and the store was, like, 90% bigger than what the area I was in, and it was all porno. I was like, wow. From the outside, it's real big, and you walk in, wow, it's tiny. But no, it's because it was all in the adult area. So
Some people can like leave their kids in that room.
I guess. It was just, it was weird. It seemed like it could have been called Porn Shop.
It's like, Dad, all these movies from like 1986.
Yeah, really.
We don't even have a VHS.
12 copies of Howard the Duck.
Oh, that movie was lame, dude. That was the worst.
That stuff's just sad to me. It is.
What, porno?
All of it. That whole part of the culture out there. And I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. That's why I'm just going to say that's why I'm making a calendar full of girls that are keeping their clothes on. And isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I think it is way cooler that way anyway, because you leave more to the imagination. Okay, so I wonder what your body looks like. Well, it's not too hard to guess when you have very little clothing on, so...
Sometimes I wonder why. Then I look in your eyes and I know why. Then you gaze at me and I look away and you wonder why. Walking hand in hand on the beach in the sand, footprints left behind. Then waves start to crash, wash away what was left. Now we have our past. This love, this love, this love, this love. This love, this love, this love.
This Love by Duma Love from Corey Volume 2 on Intolerance Records.
IntoleranceRecords.com for all your music needs.
641-715-3900 extension 147-370 pound.
Now back to the video store thing real quick. Now what do you think that these guys like get all their movies there or just their porno movies and go to a separate video store for other movies? Because I would think that
There
you would
literally
feel
weren't that many regular movies.
You like be embarrassed?
No, I'm not talking about like that particular store, but like the dudes that go into those little like rooms at the regular family video stores.
Oh, I see.
You know, do you think they only do that at that place and then get their regular movies at another place so they don't look like a weirdo all
No,
the time?
They probably just like do it.
It's a
just,
good
like,
question, Pete.
They'll have like 3 regular movies and 1 copy of The Whole Bandits or whatever.
But you know, if that was like the video store you went to all the time, like if you bought, you know, you rented one porno like graphic video, you know, you would look like the biggest creep every time you go in there, and even just to get like a regular movie, you know, cashier would remember, like, oh, I remember him.
The red flag would go up in the account.
Cute girls
That's the
working
guy
there
that
too.
Got Angry Angel 7, 8, and
So, Jason, how many times did you frequent this place?
Family Video?
Here you're talking, there's a
No,
cute girl.
the-
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
Video
The
Hut.
Video
I was
Hut.
talking
Video
about
Hut.
Family Video just now, but yeah, Video Hut. I walked in one time and I was like, this is because I wanted to check it out. It seemed like a regular movie store until I got in. And it was so small, and I even asked the guy, I was like, "You don't have very good selection," and he like pointed at that door. So I went back through the door, and I was like, "Oh." Aisles upon aisles.
Are you cool?
It totally seemed like
cool,
you should
man?
have. But it was
No, he said nothing. No words were needed.
yeah, he just pointed at the door.
You want more?
I kind of see what you're saying, though. Like, you probably would want to limit it, you know, keep it segregated. Get my porn here, get my Lassie,
My kids'
and
movies over here.
Finding Nemo here.
Yeah, they might make you no problem.
But how about this? The guy comes in and he only rents porn movies every time. You know, that seems even weirder, kind of, I guess. I never even went back there. I don't know if they're like real porn movies or like Cinemax porn movies or something. Softcore. Oh.
Right on. I say right on.
Right on. I was trying to say like blue. Is he still out back?
I think he's still stuck out back. He got stuck in a mud puddle or something.
Indeed.
He's swimming.
He'll be okay though.
Been out back for a while.
He's a survivor.
Man, I wish I knew what you were talking about.
Blue, the guy that's on the show.
Right. That's right.
You think Blue is a Boy Scout?
Yeah, I think he's always a Pleasant before.
Yeah. Blue's a loner. He's a rebel.
I just haven't met him yet, so
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you have.
You
I'm
know
not
him.
sure.
You're like, I know him from high school.
I believe you were in band.
Blue?
together.
Oh,
guys were in
Blue.
band.
What is Blue, though? I don't know that
It's his
nickname. That's like the inside joke thing that I'm not privy to, so. Blue. Oh, yeah, I love that movie. We're going streaking.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
No, back to Cub Scouts. When I was a kid, my mom was like, play a sport, do something. You can't just sit around and build forts and play in your sandbox. So she made me either, first I did the Cub Scouts, and then I did Taekwondo, but I didn't want to play like a school sport. Oh, I tried soccer in 3rd grade.
How do you remember back that far? Man, I can't.
Sonny Velez. I still remember the people on my team, Sean Logan. The Sonny Velez was really good.
It must have been good times for you, though, to retain that memory.
No, I hated soccer and I wasn't very good. I was slow.
Soccer's just running.
Yeah, I
I
don't
played
like running.
baseball and basketball, football.
I wrestled.
I wrestled for like 1 year. Didn't play soccer though. That game sucked. At least for like playing on a team, because like all they do is fucking run, dude.
I know. I didn't know that when I was joining. I thought, I could kick a ball. It'd be fun.
It's all that conditioning. Yeah.
I was a pretty fast runner, dude, but I can't keep that up, man.
Well, I mean, you don't play sweep or anything on teams. You know, you got an area where you got to run in, but it just makes it boring.
I went to like practice with a buddy of mine. You know, I was like, oh, you know, I might try this or whatever. And dude, all they did is fucking run on fucking practice long.
He really is like no soccer playing. It's just
A little bit, you know, a little bit at the end there, but
Run 5 miles and then we'll kick the ball
and
a little bit.
the field is so big that, like, you know, just to fucking get it halfway down the field, you're fucking exhausted.
I'm Betty Ford, and in order to package my strawberry preserves, I queefed in every jar.
Hardcore.
Right on.
This one's for summer.
Oh. Sounds refreshing.
So refreshing. So then you were thinking I might as well try out for cross country or something with all that running. I did that. I tried it for a little bit. Man, that was rough.
I thought about it. Because I kind of like cross country just because, I don't know, just running on a track is so boring. Like running through the woods, like I can do that all day. It's kind of fun. You get a change of scenery.
Yeah.
You're going up, you're going down, you get a little break. And
I don't think they let you wear eyeliner on the track.
Or nail polish.
I remember in gym when we had to do the cross country, I had like the 3rd fastest time. And only 2 people faster than me were like the 2 like soccer stars, you know.
Tattoo my name right across your neck. I live in infamy, right up close to your little bleeding heart, in perfect harmony. Wrap yourself up around my little finger. Stench of sweat and cum will always linger. Babies with broken bones, families from broken homes, stories in skin-bound tomes, shining solder bound in chrome, putrid rotted decay.
tattoo by WCP from the unreleased Chrome CD. DJ Corpse rape up in this motherfucker.
But Tom, you know, if you didn't show up for Friday at school, you weren't allowed to do your extracurricular activities.
Tom,
And that would,
No, I didn't do any sports whatsoever in high school.
You also didn't go on Fridays, I don't think.
No, it was Mondays with the bitch. Friday was setting up my weekend, you know.
You had to go to make sure your weekend was good.
Keep your finger on the pulse, Greg. Keep your finger.
At least for half the day. You didn't go the whole day on Friday.
I had to go to school every
Skate out a
Friday
little
so I
early.
could go and be a part of the majorettes and band. That was my gig.
Definitely wouldn't stay for the pep rally.
And see, I had to be at the pep rally playing. So where was your ass? I was sitting there playing for
Sometimes I
you.
was up in the top.
Dude, it was funny.
Sometimes.
Doing bad things.
Right before like the pep
We did
rally
some
would
really
start,
stupid
like
stuff.
every Friday, there would be about 10 people that are like sneaking out through the parking lot,
Oh,
ducking
yeah.
behind cars, you know.
Bail.
Bail.
One time I was at like a full sprint and I was already down over the hill and I was
I never went back.
He's like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Get your ass into the pep rally.
Oh,
like me and Bob were kind of cool, you know. Like,
He's good friends with my uncle. He is. Still.
Oh yeah, this one time I was in the library during study hall.
Right.
And there were these dickheads sitting behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And
We're there now.
Huh?
We're there now.
Yeah, 3 dickheads were sitting behind me. Their initials are E.B. Snake, E.C.
Johnny Walker,
right here.
Dick Clark, and Carlos Valentino.
But anyway, they're sitting behind me, and one of them thought it'd be funny to throw gum into my hair. I had real long hair at the time, by the way. It was down pretty long. This was 9th grade.
And you wore it back in a ponytail, right?
No, I just had it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, death metal, man. But anyway, the gum like went right in my hair.
Hardcore.
Right on. And it was real hot, like sticky gum. It didn't just like bounce off. It really got embedded somehow. Like like sometimes you chew gum and it gets real stringy, like it's gonna fall apart. That's how this gum was when it hit my head.
Like baseball card gum.
So I don't know what kind, but it was terrible. It was really stuck. So I like sat there and like tried to pull it out. I couldn't get it to come out. So I went up to the librarian and I said, somehow I got gum in my hair. May I please go to the restroom and see what I can do? And he like looked at me, and then he looked back at those 3 dickheads, and then he saw them like snicker and stuff. He's like, yeah, go ahead. And so I'm in the bathroom, messing with it, and the 3 of them walk into the bathroom because they got kicked out of the library for throwing gum in my hair.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I was like,
great.
they're like, you narc, and I was like, no, I didn't narc, and they're like, we should all kick your. I was like, all right, dude.
That's nice that the teacher
he
let
timed it that way, yeah.
all the jocks just
Right.
free for the period
like, go
wander the halls.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they were doing. But I mean, they talked about giving me a swirly. They talked about it was all talk. Nobody put their hands on me.
Get some.
Snow Day by Sicko from the unreleased Sickness Volume 6 on Intolerance Records.
Never got gum, but I got a bunch of burrs in my hair all the time. Yeah.
You're rolling through the fields.
Well, no, we were walking down the road. It was really late at night. And we saw a car coming, so we like dove into the bushes. And like, oh, I had so many in my hair. I was like, oh my god, there's shit in my head. Like, got them all out. It just took a long time. So I just remember like, we had a sheepdog when I was a kid, and she got into it, and we just had to shave her.
Summertime! 2011 mowing season is here. If you're looking for an honest, trustworthy, reliable company, then call me, George, at Lawns by George.
You love your Lawns by George.
And here's a partial list of services.
Spring cleanup, lawn mowing, yard maintenance, mulching, retaining walls, patios, stone walkways, and so much more.
Find us on Facebook. Call now for your free estimate. 330-936-5750 or email lawnsbygeorge@yahoo.com. Again, that's 330-936-5750. You'll love your Lawns by George.
Do you guys remember, since we're all kind of from the same area, do you remember around Halloween every year, there would be, I don't know, maybe you were involved in this.
Yeah.
All these cats would come up, and all these stray cats would come up missing, and then, in one of the allotments, my friend's house, like every mailbox had a cat's body in the mailbox.
The Chinese restaurant opened up.
I remember hearing some stuff about it when I was little about like devil worship.
They would rip their heads off and shove their bodies in people's mailboxes.
See, wow. That's the farthest I've ever heard the story go.
Yeah.
Like,
well, she lived, and I saw it with my own eyes. So,
you saw multiple cats, or you saw one cat in a mailbox?
Multiple cats in her allotment, on her road even.
Wow.
Multiple meaning more than
Do you remember what road it was?
Can I say that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was simple. The road was like this nice middle class. It's right off of, it's an allotment, and it's right off of, if you take...
No, I haven't heard that. I heard like a story that sounded similar, but it's was in like the allotment I grew up at.
Which was what? Which one?
Over, I guess it's over like off Locust Street, over by like where the drive-thru's at.
Okay.
But that whole allotment back there used to be woods back there, it wasn't as big. And I guess, I don't know, there was a rumor that there was devil worshippers back there and that they'd like hang cats upside down and stuff. But the thing is that I like rode my bike back there all the time, and like
never saw anything.
I never saw any cats hanging,
I saw some.
I always heard about the one that somebody was talking about, cats being able to down whoever.
Observing where my uncle lived. Yeah, it still lives. Yeah, their house is there.
This Junkyard Hill back in the woods.
Yeah, that was the one
where the school bus was.
I never saw any cats, but there were a bunch of chicken corpses, and it was obvious to me that George had dumped them because they were diseased or something was wrong with them or something. And they illegally dumped them back in the woods in a junkyard. But somehow that got tied in to Satanism or something. I'm like, really? Dead chickens? What are you guys talking about? Someone's practicing voodoo or something? They were all intact. They were just dead. Piles of them.
I used to have the one article where a buddy of mine got busted. And it was Jackson Township and stuff. And, he listened to the Marilyn Manson and stuff. And they said his apartment had a satanic altar and all this stuff. And it was like, the article was hilarious, talking about like, they found jars with human blood and stuff, and it was like, no, they found one jar that had like red paint in it or something. Like, it was really crazy. Like,
that shit's always funny when they exaggerate it and change it.
And twist the stories, yeah.
What is this? Is this some kind of magic spell? No, it's a password for the Nintendo.
Do I know this person?
Yeah.
Well,
the person they used to call Marilyn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty crazy.
want you to do me a favor. What? I want you to hit me as hard as you can. I want you to hit me I'm just gonna bash your brains. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. I'll hit you with the left, I'll hit you with the right. I'll hit you with the left, I'll hit you with the right. I'll put a punch your body, all over my right. I'll hit you with the left, I'll hit you with the right. I'll beat up your body, all over my night. I'll beat you to submission, you'll break with your death. I'll wrap my hands around your neck and you'll feel this breath. That's your song. That's your fucking song. That's your song.
Bash Your Skull by Slug Wrench. Currently unreleased. Slugwrench.com for more info.
I lived down the road from, lived in like a couple different areas of Canalful, and when we moved there when I was in 6th grade. And the first place I lived right by, I can't tell, I'll tell you some other time. Okay, my next door neighbor had me and 3 of my friends. And we were just, walking, maybe riding a bike. It was a fun summer day, and he trapped us, grabbed us, made us sit in the middle of the road as he and his brother caught a squirrel with their bare hands and skinned it right in front of us. And they had like 3 or 4 other guys that were like your sizes, and they were holding us down by from our shoulders, like we couldn't get up.
Isn't that called kidnapping?
Well, I could see my house. Okay, it was like right there. So, right, and
That's fucked up.
And I'll never forget that visual.
Sure that wasn't like a dream or something?
I'm sure it wasn't a dream. I wish it would have been at the time.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
get him in trouble?
I did tell. I don't really know. I don't think it really anything surfaced from it came about, but yeah, it was really messed up. And that's something I was young, and it's like one of those things that I'll never ever forget. It's like
What
been
kind of douchebag would think it's just cool to like?
It was horrible. And they were laughing at the time, and it was just the torture. It was pretty brutal. I wonder what those guys are doing now.
Do you remember like their names and stuff? Or no?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you to say it.
I definitely, all of them, yep. 2 boys and a girl.
Probably very successful right now.
I don't know about that. But, so I can totally believe the talk and seeing the cats in the mailboxes for myself. I can totally believe that there's some crap going on. I mean, sure, there is anywhere,
Sounds like some kind of stuff that, I don't know that you could necessarily say it had anything to do with Satanism, but it just sounds
I don't know about that. Yeah, no, I mean, not for that, but
where in the
quite
Satanic,
possibly.
Satanic Bible does it say anything to do with cats? Nothing.
Well, the whole
Really? Have you checked?
Oh, yeah.
No, it doesn't.
I've read.
the whole animal sacrifice thing, though, if you look at it that way.
Doesn't recommend
for
that
what?
either.
What are you bopping your head over there to? What are you doing?
That used to be like mandatory.
He's agreeing.
Giving offerings to the gods, burning lambs and whatnot.
I think that's like black magic.
Those groups that we were talking about earlier, though.
Yeah.
Are they black magicians or were they Satanists?
The Templars.
I'm not sure.
The Illuminatis.
I think they accuse them of like idol worship, saying that they worship the head of John the Baptist or something.
Yeah.
I don't like that name.
There's an owl. There's an owl.
An owl?
There was an owl in one of those groups, and I'm not saying that's where I'm gonna. And that was their god.
Aleister Crowley.
No.
Owl.
Are you Googling owl right now?
An owl? Like the Templars were supposed to be Christians. From what I gathered.
We're supposed to be.
People that were supposed to be Christian.
Right. A good percentage of them.
don't seem to me like they're owl worshippers, you know? Not that type.
Down with owls.
What do you got going on over there?
We have owls in the backyard, and I saw a really cool bat last night. It's pretty big.
It's like a really cool bat. He's wearing like sunglasses. He had like a skateboard. He's like, "What's up?"
Yeah, he was like.
Aside from the regular old bats around here, he was like smoking.
He was in a gang. Nah, when I say cool, I just mean big, large, and
in charge.
in charge. That's not what I was thinking, but yeah, that's it. There's a lot of captured my thought.
He's the top hat.
All the houses are like really old around mine, so a lot of them have 2 chimneys. So there's one that's nothing on the bats. Like you go out around like dusties and tons and stuff.
You know, you can throw like something up in the air and they'll fall down
Stones.
to the ground.
I did that.
I used to do that from my parents' house, throwing them like under the street light.
I'd be outside practicing, twirling my batons, and a whole bunch would come.
Follow the batons down.
And I would stop and throw the rocks up, and then they would come flying down, and I would freak myself out and run away. They think it's food.
Yeah, I think it's like a bug.
It's kind of mean, don't you think?
I think it was probably that squirrel
They're trying to hunt for food
instance that
and come up with a bunch of rocks.
it probably is a little mean.
What about
They probably bit down on that, you know? They could have broke a molar.
Sound horrible.
Because it's like the same one for every show,
Right.
you know?
They just reuse it.
I just decided if I ever did go to like live taping, I was gonna do the most like annoying laugh that like really stood out, you know, or just at the end when everybody gets done laughing, go ah or something like that, or like whoo 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 whoo
If you watch Seinfeld, you'll hear that
Really?
often. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the same dude. Yeah, because it's the same track, you know, everybody uses, so.
Yeah, we have all seasons of Seinfeld at home.
It was a lot. Well, when it was like first run, I watched it a lot.
Did you ever get into Curb Your Enthusiasm? Larry David, the writer?
I've watched little bits.
I think it was on HBO. Yeah. I used to watch that for some time too. Like Larry. LD.
I've been watching Peep Show a lot.
That's what I was getting ready to say. If you guys ever seen Peep Show?
Peep Show's fun.
I haven't. I've heard it's funny.
Yeah, it's like a British. It's not a sitcom. It's just comedy. It's funny. It's really funny. I love British humor. Their words for each other.
It's dandy.
An eagle stole a poodle.
Right? Can you find a baby in there? Somewhere. I'm sure it's happened somewhere.
Hawk steals a kid.
No way.
My mother-in-law swears that a hawk has stolen one of her week-old baby goats.
Oh, a kid.
Ooh, hawk steal a baby blue jay. Rick steals Hawk's girlfriend. Billy and Spider babies at their home.
Well,
What are you reading?
It's time.
Can a hawk carry away a Shih Tzu?
Shih Tzu's pretty good size.
No way, dude. Hawk. Man, Dad.
Oh, because hawks don't weigh that much. And they can only lift, I forget, like 20% of their body weight.
All right, thanks.
Snack on that.
Thanks, Pete, Tom, and Summer for coming to the Child Star Show.
Later on.
Thanks for having me.
Bye, guys.
The Child Star Show is still seeking sponsors. If you'd like us to talk about your product or your project or your establishment or anything else for that matter, contact us at 641-715-3900, extension 147-370 #, and we can set something up. We have very reasonable rates. We don't care if you're a local business or if you're a worldwide corporation. It doesn't matter. We will endorse your product. Make sure you go to facebook.com/ChildStarShow and like that page. Post something on there. Let us know if we're doing a good job. If you hate us, if you like us, doesn't matter. We still want to hear from you. For the absolute best in design, marketing, production, animation, and more, visit extremeweaponry.com, extremeweaponry.com. Complete corporate project identity, audio and video production, guerrilla and viral marketing, the social networking experts with 25 years of marketing experience, 20 years of entertainment business experience, a staff of university and real-world trained personnel, free initial consultation. You can't go wrong with Extreme Weaponry.
IntoleranceRecords.com for all your music needs.
Copyright 2011 Child Star Show. A. J. Shep Company. Bitches.